Welcome back to Prop News Time. Here are the headlines for the day. Dharavi transformation aims to balance housing, livelihoods, and SME growth potential. The Dharavi Redevelopment Project, DRPI, backed by a joint venture between the Maharashtra government and the Adani Group, is prioritizing inclusive rehabilitation under the theme of housing for all. DRP CEO SRV Srinivas emphasized that the plan would not only ensure housing for eligible and ineligible residents, but would also revitalize Dharavi into a potential SME hub. With a rehabilitation budget of 97,500 crore rupees, the plan aims to create equitable access to homes, amenities, and livelihoods, ensuring sustainable community growth and resisting ghettoization. Vikas Jain steps in as Naredco Maharashtra Next Gen President with a bold finance-first agenda. Vikas Jain, CEO of Labdhi Lifestyle and a first-generation developer from Mumbai, has recently taken over as President of Naredco Maharashtra Next Gen, succeeding Ridham Gada, who now serves as Vice Chairman. Known for turning around stressed projects, Jain aims to drive sectoral transformation through project financing, improved ARERA compliance, and technology-led innovation. His leadership arrives at a pivotal point as the Indian real estate sector eyes $1 trillion growth by 2030. Jain's agenda focuses on empowering next-gen developers with financial expertise and fostering a transparent, forward-thinking ecosystem. A residential flat spanning 732 square feet sold in Sunbhumi Heights in Raigad's Kamota for 1 crore 4 lakh rupees. A residential flat spanning 782 square feet sold in Akshar Greystone in Raigad's Ulve for 70 lakh rupees. A residential flat spanning 358 square feet sold in Solanki Ramdev Homes, CHS in Raigad's Taloja for 30 lakh rupees. Tribeca launches Trilive, India's largest premium rental housing project in Mumbai. Tribeca Developers has launched Trilive, a built-for-rent studio apartment project in Marol, Andheri, aimed at India's growing population of millennial professionals seeking premium rental housing. Despite strong demand, studio apartments form less than 0.5% of India's housing stock. Trilive addresses this gap by offering 650 tech-enabled, fully serviced units with modern amenities like rooftop lounges, co-working spaces, and private balconies. The project is managed by Houser, which operates over 75 properties across 5 cities and promises investors a rental yield of over 6% with a 9-year leaseback. This marks one of India's largest managed rental housing ventures and reflects a strategic collaboration between Tribeca, Houser, and Starwing Group. With future plans to scale up to 8,000 beds across cities, Trilive combines premium urban living with hassle-free ownership, presenting a new standard in India's rental housing landscape. Infosys launches new TechFin Center at Gift City to drive innovation in global banking and finance. Infosys has recently inaugurated a state-of-the-art development center at Gujarat International Finance Tech City, Gift City, in Gandhinagar, aimed at delivering cutting-edge digital solutions for global banking, financial services, and insurance (BFSI) clients. Designed to support over 1,000 employees operating in a hybrid model, this facility focuses on key areas such as digital banking, regulatory compliance, trade finance, and capital markets. By harnessing emerging technologies, including AI, generative AI, cloud computing, cybersecurity, and blockchain, the center is set to bolster India's role in the global financial technology ecosystem while creating significant employment opportunities in the region. Chandigarh Housing Board shelves the Sector 53 housing scheme on account of rising prices. Chandigarh's long-delayed Sector 53 housing scheme has been shelved again by the city's housing board after property prices spiked sharply due to revised collector rates. Despite a strong response from the public, over 7,400 applications, the scheme was deemed unaffordable in its current form. CHB has decided to refund around 7 crore 50 lakh rupees collected from applicants. This marks another setback for a project that has been struggling to take off since it was first proposed over 6 years ago. Bombay High Court directs MMRDA to deposit 1,169 crore rupees in metro arbitration case with Reliance Infra JV. In a significant development, the Bombay High Court instructed the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, MMRDA, to deposit an arbitration award of 1,169 crore rupees with the court registry amid an ongoing legal battle with Mumbai Metro One Pavet Limited, MMOPL, a subsidiary of Reliance Infrastructure. This order followed MMRDA's appeal challenging earlier arbitral rulings over cost disputes linked to Mumbai's first metro line. The court made it clear that any stay on the award would only be considered after the deposit, reinforcing the seriousness of arbitration enforcement in India. Haryana integrates the Affordable Housing e-Draw portal with Aadhaar authentication to enhance transparency. Haryana has introduced Aadhaar authentication in its Affordable Housing e-Draw portal to eliminate irregularities and improve transparency in allotments. This automated verification cross-checks applicant details against Aadhaar records, preventing duplicates and ineligible applications. The move addresses problems faced during the 2023 Astor Avenue 36 housing draw, where technical glitches affected applicant eligibility and created confusion. By streamlining the verification process and integrating historical data, Haryana aims to ensure a fair and efficient housing allotment system that restores public trust in its affordable housing schemes. Guwahati Civic Body initiates mass inspections to enforce rainwater harvesting. The Guwahati Municipal Corporation, GMC, has launched a large-scale inspection drive to ensure compliance with rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge, and green space norms across residential, commercial, institutional, and industrial buildings. With inspections scheduled to begin in the coming days, the initiative targets properties that have either poorly maintained or completely neglected these mandated systems. The move aligns with state bylaws and aims to strengthen water sustainability and reduce flood risks, while non-compliance could lead to penalties, sealing of premises, or cancellation of occupancy certificates. Gurugram, DTCP cracks down on illegal gates in South City 1, clears 11 apartment blocks. In a major enforcement drive, Gurugram's Department of Town and Country Planning, DTCP, removed 51 unauthorized gates from 11 apartment units in South City 1. The action followed complaints from residents and schools about obstructed internal roads, which affected emergency access and daily movement. The gates, spread across blocks C to M, were dismantled by a team led by town planner. Enforcement, Amit Madholia, using earth movers. The DTCP clarified that boom barriers are only permitted on internal roads of licensed colonies under specific rules, which these gates violated. Additional encroachments, including a Vita milk booth, were also cleared. The operation was part of a task force directive to improve traffic flow and public safety. Notices have now been issued to DLF2 residents to remove illegal gates voluntarily. The DTCP's action signals stronger enforcement of urban planning norms to maintain open and accessible city infrastructure. Chhattisgarh launches model SROs to streamline land and property registrations. The government of Chhattisgarh has launched the first phase of its model sub-registrar offices, SROs, to modernize and digitize land and property registration services. As part of the rollout, 19 out of 104 SROs are being revamped, including a flagship office in Raipur. Developed in partnership with BLS International, the upgraded offices will feature biometric verification, real-time status tracking, token-based queues, and citizen facilitation desks. Additional amenities include air-conditioned lounges, digital display boards, CCTV monitoring, and services for senior citizens and differently abled individuals. Supporting facilities such as document scanning and complaint redressal will ensure a seamless user experience. This initiative is aimed at improving transparency, efficiency, and accessibility in public services. Positioned as a model for other states, Chhattisgarh's digitized SROs reflect a growing shift towards citizen-focused, tech-enabled governance in India's property registration ecosystem. PCMC lists 200 crore rupees green bonds on BSE to fund Harit Setu infrastructure project. The Pimpri Chinchwad Municipal Corporation, PCMC, successfully listed its 200 crore rupees green bonds on the BSE last week, marking Maharashtra's first such municipal green bond and India's fourth. The issuance received an overwhelming investor response, being oversubscribed 5.13 times, and is aimed at funding the Harit Setu infrastructure project. This strategic initiative is part of a 12-year master plan to enhance urban transport and sustainable road networks. The listing event saw participation from key state leadership, underlining the importance of this milestone. Pantomath Group launches 2,000 crore rupees Bharat Bhumi Fund for real estate investments. The wealth company Asset Management Pot Limited, a subsidiary of Pantomath Group, has rolled out the Bharat Bhumi Fund with a corpus of 2,000 crore rupees aimed at India's real estate sector. Structured as a Category 2 AIF under the Bharat Value Fund series, the initiative combines seasoned leadership, a strong pipeline, and a diversified strategy. Targeting key sectors such as warehousing, hospitality, data centers, and plotted developments, the fund aims to deliver results across high-growth urban markets, capitalizing on India's expanding digital and green infrastructure. Sundaram Home Finance crosses 1,000 crore rupees in non-South disbursements. Sundaram Home Finance, a subsidiary of Sundaram Finance Limited, has successfully crossed the 1,000 crore rupees milestone in disbursements from non-southern markets during the latest financial year. Traditionally strong in South India, the company has expanded its reach into Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, with non-South markets now contributing about 20% of total disbursements. This growth is driven by branch expansions, staff increases, and targeted focus on emerging Tier 2 and 3 towns outside the southern region. The company anticipates further growth in these regions, projecting 1,500 crore rupees in disbursements in the ongoing financial year. Reliance Infrastructure targets INR 5,000 crore defense aircraft upgrade market. Reliance Infrastructure is ambitiously expanding its defense division, focusing on aircraft upgrade programs that could unlock an INR 5,000 crore opportunity in the coming 7 to 10 years. As the first private Indian firm to independently execute comprehensive aircraft upgrades without original manufacturer involvement, the company has already upgraded 55 Dornier Tuner 28 planes under a contract with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, collaborating with US avionics specialist Genesis. The upgraded aircraft now serve the Indian Air Force, Navy, and Coast Guard. With the global military aircraft upgrade market growing rapidly and India's aging fleet demanding modernization, Reliance's strategic move aligns with Atmanirbhar Bharat and positions it strongly in a lucrative, evolving sector. Mysuru City Corporation achieves record-breaking INR 150 crore property tax collection. Mysuru City Corporation, MCC, has collected over INR 150 crores in property tax in just the first 2 months of FY 2025-2026 SASAX, achieving up 63% of its annual target of INR 237 crore. The boost came from a 5% rebate scheme incentivizing early taxpayers, which remains active until the end of June, with Vante 195,000 revenue-generating properties across 65 wards, MCC's strategic drive is expected to significantly enhance civic infrastructure and financial planning in the months ahead. EcoBoard's EcoU converts agro-waste into eco-friendly building materials. EcoBoard Industries' EcoU initiative has successfully transformed 22 million tons of agricultural waste into eco-friendly building materials, strengthening sustainable construction practices. With an investment of nearly USD 24 million, INR 205 crore, into rural supply chains, the initiative has benefited farmers, artisans, and carpenters significantly. The company has begun exporting these natural fiber-based eco-boards to Europe and aims to expand production further. EcoU has helped avoid around 116 million tons of CO2 emissions and generated an economic impact worth USD 240 million, INR 2050 crore, by fostering local employment and sustainable livelihoods, aligning with global environmental, social, and governance (ESG) goals. L&T wins major contract for 1,500 MW pumped storage project. In Maharashtra Larsen & Toubro, L&T recently secured a significant contract from JSW Energy, valued between INR 1,000 crore and INR 2,500 crore, to execute the Bhavali pumped storage project in Maharashtra. The project, spread across Nashik and Thane districts, is designed for a total installed capacity of 1,500 megawatts through multiple smaller units. The contract includes comprehensive civil engineering works such as construction of reservoirs, tunnels, approach roads, and an underground powerhouse. Pumped storage projects like Bhavali are critical for grid stability as India integrates more renewable energy sources. This order bolsters L&T's portfolio in infrastructure development and supports Maharashtra's sustainable power goals. Hyderabad Metro to expand with new routes connecting IT hubs and residential areas. The Telangana government has unveiled plans to significantly expand the Hyderabad Metro rail network by adding new corridors and extending existing lines. The initiative aims to meet rising transportation demands driven by rapid urbanization and population growth. The expanded metro will connect key residential, commercial, and IT zones, promoting easier daily commutes and reducing traffic congestion. This development reflects the state's focus on sustainable, eco-friendly infrastructure, with expectations of lowering citywide pollution levels. Since its inception, the Hyderabad Metro has transformed public transport in the city. The planned expansion is set to further boost passenger capacity and network coverage. The project is also expected to drive economic activity in newly connected areas, support real estate growth, and enhance accessibility. Positioned as a key pillar of Telangana's smart city and sustainable development goals, the metro expansion underscores the state's long-term urban mobility strategy. Yeida to acquire 5,000 acres near Jewar Airport for Japanese, Korean, and fintech industrial cities. The Yamuna Expressway Industrial Development Authority, Yeida, has initiated land acquisition of 5,000 acres from around 2,000 farmers near Noida International Airport to establish Japanese and Korean industrial cities and a fintech hub. The Korean city will span 365 hectares and focus on electronics manufacturing, while the Japanese city will cover 395 hectares with a semiconductor and advanced tech cluster. A 250-acre fintech city will also be developed, alongside residential and civic spaces. This expansion builds on the 5,232 acres already acquired since 2021 and aims to transform the region into a global investment center. Thomas Cook opens first franchise outlet in Mohali to tap growing travel demand. Thomas Cook, India, has extended its presence in Punjab by launching its first franchise outlet in Mohali. tapping into the city's growing reputation as a high-potential travel market. Known for its rapidly developing residential and commercial sectors, Mohali forms a key part of the Tricity region. The newly opened Gold Circle Partner Outlet is expected to offer enhanced access and convenience to local customers. According to Thomas Cook's India Holiday Report 2025, a significant number of consumers are planning to travel more frequently and increase their travel budgets, underlining the market's expanding appetite for holidays. IHG partners with Atithi Gokul Hotel Inns to launch a 150-key holiday inn in Ahmedabad by 2028. IHG Hotels and Resorts has formalized a strategic partnership with Atithi Gokul Hotel Inns to develop a 150-room holiday inn in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Scheduled to open in the third quarter of 2028, this new property will cater to the rising influx of business and leisure travelers in the city. The collaboration is expected to strengthen IHG's mid-scale presence in Western India and aligns with its broader growth strategy in emerging urban markets. The company expressed confidence in its global reach and trusted brand to deliver solid returns for stakeholders. Vivanta brand to debut in Mysuru as IHCL Science Greenfield Hotel amid rising regional growth. Indian Hotels Company Limited. IHCL, the hospitality arm of the Tata Group, has entered into an agreement to launch a 115-key Greenfield Hotel in Mysuru, Karnataka, under its Vivanta brand. The announcement aligns with the company's broader strategy of tapping into rapidly developing cultural and economic centers. The project, in partnership with the Farah Group, will leverage the benefits of enhanced connectivity in the region, notably due to the Bengaluru-Mysuru Expressway. With this addition, IHCL's footprint in Karnataka now stands at 26 hotels, of which 12 are currently under various stages of development. Unite Group plans GB 719 million acquisition of Empiric's Asi student property. UK-based student housing developer Unite Group has proposed a GBP 719 million USD 976 million acquisition of Empiric student property, signaling further consolidation in the UK's REIT sector. The offer includes 30 pence in cash and 0.09 new Unite shares per Empiric share, valuing each at 107 pence. Empiric shareholders may also retain an interim dividend for Q1 2024. Empiric's shares rose 6.1% post-announcement, while Unite's fell 2.2%. The companies are now in a due diligence phase, with a formal decision due by July 3. Empiric specializes in premium, direct-let student housing, complementing Unite's portfolio near top UK universities. The acquisition would expand Unite's reach, especially among postgraduate and returning students. Unite also recently sold GBP 212 million in assets, likely to fund the deal. If finalized, the merger will strengthen Unite's market position and broaden its appeal across the UK student housing landscape. Widespread confusion surrounds life insurance and mortgages, reveals new UK study. A recent study has highlighted a concerning lack of understanding among UK residents regarding life insurance, especially in relation to mortgages. The 2025 Life Insurance Index, backed by uklifeinsurance.com, found that nearly one-third of Brits mistakenly believe life insurance is legally required for a mortgage, with millennials showing the highest level of confusion. Additionally, many adults, particularly women and younger individuals, have never been properly educated on the subject. These findings reflect broader trends, as life insurance uptake among mortgage holders has continued to decline in recent years. That's a wrap for today. Tune in tomorrow for the latest headlines.